Previously on The Walking Dead.
That's right. Actually, last week I realized I forgot to do a quick intro. So to catch you back up, Beth had some crazy shit happen. She's in the hospital. This week's episode, well, you got to see one of the best fucking knockouts you've ever seen. Eugene spilled the guts that he's a liar, and Abraham knocked him the fuck out. Pretty funny shit. A lot of things covered this week, so stay tuned for your episode of The Walking Dead podcast. Go!
Artificial fear.
Rancor, you're just like, go get in there.
Oh, jeez.
And you got like a lightsaber. You're like, oh shit. Fucking.
It's like cutting open a tauntaun and, oh, that's terrible.
How would you explain that to your parents? Why are you covered in chocolate? Well, I was feeding a vagina that looked like a Rancor.
Wow. Making my head hurt today.
Why am I making your head hurt today? But wouldn't that just be a fun experience that you can pass on to your grandchildren?
No.
When you go home tonight and look at your child, are you going to say, when you're old enough, I'm going to tell you a very bad story?
No, I'm not.
Well, you should, because you know what? I'm going to make a lot of shit up when I have kids.
Keep in touch.
I'm going to tell them I fucking punched out a Rancor.
Yeah, in a video game.
And then they'll be like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's called your mother.
It would probably be true.
It was angry, wouldn't take the chocolate. I threw flowers at it too, nothing happened. So I pulled out the sword of 1,000 truths, still nothing.
The homemade magic card didn't work.
I was flicking magic cards at her for 20 minutes and he just made her angrier.
He totally forgot to buy her a pop figure.
So how'd you get away, Grandpa? I put on an episode of Dawson's Creek that I borrowed from Uncle AJ. Oh. Wow, was that too real? Well, that's right. He's proud that he watched Dawson's Creek.
I've admitted it multiple times. I told you Joey was hot.
You were watching for James Vanderbeek.
That too.
James Vanderbeek.
We're both in here.
What happened to the other guy?
What?
Was Vanderbeek and the other guy? What's the other guy's name?
Fuck.
They were in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back together.
No, you're thinking Jason Biggs.
Yeah, whatever happened to Jason Biggs?
He wasn't in Dawson's Creek.
Oh, whatever. What happened to him? Is he alive?
I don't know. What did he do after American Pie?
I don't know, but it's pretty bad when I can say Justin Long's had a better career.
Yeah?
That's rough.
He had enough of a career after doing
Justin Long.
He did enough just doing Mac commercials.
Yes, he did. He was the Mac.
Oh, that guy, the guy from Jeepers Creepers.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe Waiting?
Drag You to Hell. And Live Free or Die Hard, that was actually a good film.
That was a decent
very
one.
good film.
Dodgeball.
Yes.
Fucking Chuck Norris. You know, that was probably one of the only films I actually could stomach Ben Stiller. Because he wasn't playing a typical Ben Stiller character. It reminded me of his character in Heavyweights. Did you ever see that film?
No.
When he was just a fanatic workout guy who was at a fat camp for kids.
Never saw it.
Well, it was actually kind of funny.
There's not too many Ben Stiller movies I can stomach. That is one.
Okay.
Something About Mary.
See, was never a fan. Was never a fan of...
And Mystery Men.
Mystery Man. Oh, yeah.
Mr. Furious.
He was.
Janine Garofalo is the bowler. Good old Paul Rubens,
Oh,
a.k.a.
God.
Pee Wee Herman.
He's coming back.
Hank Azaria.
Yeah, isn't he making another movie?
He is making another movie.
He actually recently made some television appearances
He's going to be
as well.
making another Pee Wee Herman movie. I don't know if
dear
we're ready
Lord.
for it. But were you ready for the Confession of Eugene Porter?
Yeah, I was.
So, Walking Dead. Oh, segue! I like them apples.
Applesauce, bitch.
God. I don't.
It's gonna be
I
bad
don't-
movie quotes the entire freaking.
Oh my god, that's another top 10. Bad movie quotes.
Oh,
I have a feeling
God.
Schwarzenegger will win. Or no, what was the one you said today about Cobra?
Oh, the one when he's like, "I'm gonna blow this place to smithereens. I don't care. I don't shop here." It's like in the first like 10, 15 minutes of the movie, it's great.
But still, I think that Buzzsaw, he had the split, is going to be in the top 5.
That's a good one, yes.
So, in this episode, we finally got to see one of the biggest the TSN turning point, as I would say, in the comic book come to life on the big screen. We learned that Eugene is a fraud, and we also learned he got knocked the fuck out. Wow. Like, I'm not even joking. I was telling you about this earlier. Like, he got hit so hard. Like,
Boom. Up against the truck, Ric Flair style face plant
old
on the
man
ground.
flop, dead. Had a better chance of surviving than those guys up there. Like, that sucks. That's why I would never clean windows. That is the exact reason why. That cable snaps, you're going to go, well, shit. First thing I would do is shit over the side. I'm going to die anyways. I'm also do it while laughing. You would do it, come on.
Probably.
He pushes. What are
I
you
try to
making?
aim for
I'm making a
someone's
burrito.
I'm
I'm gonna try and aim for something soft.
Is that a
No,
Leaf
someone's
Jersey?
head.
Aim!
I'm a pigeon.
Wow.
You don't have to flap your arms while you're pooping, but I'm a pigeon! Yes, everyone catches on that you're a human, flapping your arms, trying to be a pigeon. Good job, Gabby. Thanks for coming out to the podcast this week.
No problem.
She's kind of fucked up. Not as fucked up as Eugene, though.
No.
Segue back again.
Oh.
Shit,
Oh.
like a snake! Italian
Well-
Spider-Man snakes!
When he's the cause of the bus accident in the beginning of the
What did
episode,
he put it in again?
crushed up glass in the fuel tank.
Let me run something past you. You seem like a very intelligent person. You know you're a fraud. And you're like, dude, if we go towards Washington, I'm probably going to get killed, so I need to slow us down. Instead of saying, hey, I have the clap, I'm possibly dying, stage 4 cancer. No, I'm going to put crushed up glass in the bus's, what was it?
Gas tank.
Gas tank. So then it explodes.
Tips over.
Tips over and just like, it did more freaking combo moves than Eddie Gordo in Tekken 2.
Not bad for a short
It
bus.
almost kills everybody. And they all climb out, kill some walkers and everything, and he's like, well, shit. Pretty much that was, what am I right? That was pretty much his reaction. Well, shit.
Especially after, was it Rosalita that gave him the knife? Basically, it's like, yeah, you're good, you can do this. And he's just standing there looking at this, like, 4-inch blade. Literally, just this little knife, and he's just looking at it. And then he goes to stab one, and he, like, stabs it in the neck. Not in the head, just in the neck.
I think you made it angry. Let's go back to that Rancor story. No. He's always been a pussy in the comic book. He kind of comes to his own later on, but
Even more, like, I think, I don't know the comparison, but he is an absolute wuss in the show.
what
like,
gave it away?
does
His little
not-
run at the end.
Oh, yeah, that was fantastic.
Guy was running like Peg Bundy.
Oh, my God.
You're just like, what is this?
It's like we're talking walkers that have trouble, taking 2 steps.
But so I was talking.
The one had a backpack in its legs, and it was probably still catching up to it. That's how
The other one
bad.
had no legs, and it was determined. It was more determined than Bicycle Girl in the first one. No, it was just. So they roll, they get out of the bus. I'm like, okay, everything's good. We got our shit figured out. Abraham did some murder. Thumbs up. Enjoying the murder he does. That's a good job.
Yep.
We
Got to protect Eugene. Got to get to
Gotta
Washington.
get to Eugene. Gotta get to Washington. Poop up the mullet. Here we go. I think that's what I'll be for Halloween. My next cosplay is gonna be Eugene. Just useless in a mullet. I can pull this off. I think I could do this. That's how.
You just need a mullet.
I had a mullet. I had a mullet wig, and I don't know. It was a yellow foam mullet wig. It looked like Johnny Bravo's hair.
Yeah,
You remember that?
I remember that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, but so they get to a city and they camp inside and it's like safe. But Abraham's like, we gotta get to Washington. We gotta go. He kind of like he's like drunk. No, I'm just kidding.
He's all gung ho.
It's all gung ho. He's like,
Has been.
oh yeah, bro. It's like Macho Man mixed in with fucking Snuka. Man, that statue blew my mind today. I'm sorry.
That was
a
good.
$400 statue of Macho Man Randy Savage with a piece of the ring apron.
That's probably why it was so expensive.
Even then, it should be worth more. How old is that?
You can't necessarily verify the actual apron. It'd be hard.
Yeah, I could see it's like signed on the back in crayon. Used in WrestleMania 7.
Yeah, but the statue alone, it was good.
So they hole up and they're starting to get supplies and everything, but Abraham is just completely fucking hell-bent and trying to get out of the city. So he sees a fire truck, which was an awesome scene.
Yes.
Yes, water is an excellent weapon. Not for people who stink.
Well, because it ends up overheating because there's like guts and shit in the intake.
Right.
And it's like,
So they're getting overwhelmed by all these zombies. Eugene, for the one time in his life, became useful and started spraying down all the zombies with water that's scalding hot. And you're literally watching zombies just get ripped apart by water. You're
the
like,
high pressure's just
you're just
literally
clapping.
picking
I was
flesh off
clapping
the
like a
bone.
fucking baby seal. I didn't even care. It's like, like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true, because the first time I tried watching, I kind of fell asleep. Had to stay up that night. I was watching a movie called Fury. Good times. Great
Yeah.
oldies. And then, but as the storyline progresses, he gets caught by the lesbian. She calls him on his bullshit. When he was
Yeah.
watching Abraham bang Rosalita, which was awkward. Because it's
Tara?
Is that her name?
Tara,
So,
Sarah.
Abraham's like nailing Rosalita. Just,
Oh, yeah,
and she's a little
they're not
fucking
being
Spanish
quiet.
whore, you know she is. And he's just destroying her. You just see these, like a bookshelf, and he's got his eyes.
And they know he's watching. They like
He's watching.
He's
Let
like,
him watch.
yeah.
You're just
They don't
like,
care.
oh, I need to take a shower. God, I feel dirty just from this whole situation. So, basically, Tara catches him and then realizes that she basically realized he was acting weird, and he came up front and told her about the bus.
Yeah. He basically confessed about the bus and
That's where started the oh, we're not talking about you, not the crumbling of willpower. Too real? Too soon?
you do want to be murdered today, right?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay.
Something to look forward to. So then, he basically starts telling everyone what's happening. But during this entire episode, you have these little small flashbacks to Abraham of how he came to be. A little small origin story. I'm going to guess that was his wife and kids.
Yes.
Was his wife and kids?
Was.
They got fucking destroyed. Like, I didn't even know zombies killed them. What killed them?
Zombies did get, like, the walkers did get them.
They were just torn to pieces.
Yeah. But initially in the middle, they were beaten and abused and raped by Abraham's neighbors. Initially.
That's right.
And then after
He ends up
that,
killing the one, yeah.
at that point he does that, and then Abraham falls asleep, gets up, the wife and kids are gone.
They were scared of him.
Yeah. Because he's gone off the deep end.
Well, y'all. What'd you do today? Oh, just drove my fist through my neighbor's face. Life is good. He's a puppet now.
Yeah.
I call him Pinchy.
With a soup can even.
I can make him talk. Hold on. You got his balls. Shut up. That's where his vocal cords are. Well, they are now. I punched him so goddamn hard they went there.
Yeah, then at that, he sees his wife and kids had just gotten out the door, got attacked, killed, maimed, everything.
And then yet again, they could try to escape again. It just feels like this bad story of and again. And then finally, the fire truck broke down. Finally, again.
No.
And then he's like, okay, we're gonna huff it. But this was the part that was a scary. Like, I shit myself when I saw it.
You see.
There's a lease.
Well, it's more like an industrial.
It's like an industrial farmland. Well, sounds
industrial
weird.
farm of some sort. Like it's fenced off.
There's at least 5,000 walkers there.
But that's all you see. You see like warehouses and other industrial buildings, smokestacks, the whole works. It's all gray and you just see a big fucking herd of zombies.
Not as bad as Z Nation herd. That's bad.
Well, yeah, the
Like hurricane zombies are in that show.
Oh God.
it's the zombie NATO.
Oh God, no.
Did you know they're making a third Sharknado?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I saw it. It's like, stop.
Stap, Rick, Stap, Coral,
You'll watch it.
and that's when Eugene broke down and said he was a fraud, and
Yeah,
It
well,
was-
because he's like,
he was
nope.
pushing. We're gonna walk.
He's like, I don't care. We're pushing through. We're going. We got to get there. We're not turning back. We're not doing this. We're going through. And
Yep.
at that point, he's like, no way. I'm not getting through this. I'm gonna die. I'm telling him right now. And he's like, I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. I was lying, and I know nothing.
Boom! And that's
Well, Abraham's stunned, and he kind of steps off a bit. And he just sits there and he's contemplating, and then eventually just hauls off.
fucking.
And he creams him like 2 or 3 times.
Two. Those one
And then that-
down stop.
No, because he hits him once or twice, and that's when he goes up against the
Fire
truck. But he doesn't drop. And then all of a sudden, they start kind of pushing him back, and
and then
then
caught him again.
he just steps up and just gives him that vicious forearm, like right in the schnoz.
UFC style forearm.
Oh,
This was
like John Bones Jones. Like, dear God. Nasty.
I think, and I keep bringing up how he fell over is what really paints that picture of how fucked up he was. 'Cause they rolled him over, his face is shattered.
Yeah, like he's bleeding quite good.
He's bleeding out of everything, including his asshole, and they touch his asshole. Like he got fucked up.
Like you said, you saw it, he's like, you got knocked the fuck out.
Didn't
Pretty
even
much
see it coming. Like,
KTFO.
it reminds me of this fucking video of it's on YouTube. It's like MMA knockout or whatever in a gas station, and this guy is doing the boss. He's like this, and this guy's up in his face, beacon, and the guy and he looks and he goes, "If you don't get on my face, I'm gonna put you to sleep." And the guy's like, "What?" Boom! It was a slap, and you see the guy just go, boom, drops. He just goes over. He puts him in the prone position, so if he throws up, he just walks away. So he left the guy just on the sides, just in case if he threw up.
Yeah.
He just left him there. You're like, oh, he dead. Like, he got knocked out. It wasn't like a Ronnie Horton knockout. Whoa.
No, that'd be
There
like
was no
one-
guitars and there was no sex in space. Like we were talking about earlier. How did he get on the Comet? He was fighting bikers too. How did they get there?
Yeah, it reminds me of the one. It was Glenn Danzig, backstage at the show, and I think it was Northside Kings. I think was the band. And this guy was a monster. He is huge, and him and Danzig are back, lipping off in the back. And Danzig takes a swing, completely misses, and this guy just hauls off, bang. Danzig's not a small guy.
No.
But literally, Danzig 360s, boom, hits the floor in one shot. And I'm like, damn.
Most terrifying non-knockout. I was watching this video of Henry Rollins. Yeah.
That explains a lot right there.
And this is when he was back in his big buff days before he kind of trimmed down, because he was a bigger guy, right?
He was huge.
And he's sitting there, he's on stage, he's conducting an interview with Sonic Youth. I don't even know why. No one knows why. He's having this conversation, and this guy threw his fucking shoe at Henry Rollins, hits him in the fucking leg. Henry Rollins snaps and goes, "Oh, hi." And you just literally see the crowd part. It's like, oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, it's like Rick showed up when he's got a bigger beard than before. And he's like, "You want your shoe? You can come and get it. Come on up." And the guy's like, fuck you. He goes, "That's fine. I now know what you look like. I'll see you after I've done my interview." And he just turns and finishes his interview. And you just heard the crowd go, "Oh!" I don't know if he found him, but actually, we don't know if he found him. We don't even know what happened to the guy. He could be dead.
He probably is.
He could have been a stunt double in Johnny Mnemonic. Who knows? But that would
I don't know, but any guy that puts a barcode tattoo on his neck, he's okay in my books.
Well, it probably scans and it probably comes in as like fucking beast mode or some shit like.
Probably comes up bad
Beast mode, bad motherfucker.
bad motherfucker with $666, dollars.
Yeah,
So
shit.
$6.66. There you go.
I'm wrong, my scanner. Dude, you're scanning Henry Rollins. Nothing's wrong with it. Next on The Walking Dead, that would be bad.
Henry Rollins in The Walking
Well, he
Dead.
was on Sons of Anarchy for a bit too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, believe it or not, he played a neo-Nazi?
There's a shot.
Not Henry Rollins, like Marilyn Manson playing a neo-Nazi. I'm not ready for this. All these people that you thought were neo-Nazis play neo-Nazis. I don't understand it. That's all I gotta say to that. Like, now I'm worried about, because we know the next episode's going to be back to Slabtown.
Not necessarily.
I think it's going to be.
Well,
Or it could be
yeah, I think
the lead
maybe
up
you're
to
right.
Slabtown.
Yeah, it could be because
I think it could be the lead
they
up to
can't
Slabtown.
they can't go back to Rick and Daryl and all that yet.
Rickle. It's Rickle.
Whatever.
They have a bromance called Rickle.
What about Tyrese?
Black. No one likes him, and he's afraid of himself. He killed walkers with his bare hands, sir.
Which is pretty good in my
You want
books.
him as a friend? But
Yes.
You still wouldn't sleep.
Doesn't matter. I'm okay.
If it's like...
He's a
He
teddy
doesn't
bear.
sleep as it is.
He's not a teddy bear. If you overcooked his burrito, you're dead. He will fold you up like an accordion and then turn you into a burrito.
Okay.
He used your beard as dental floss.
He could try.
He could. I don't know, dude. He's quite a big man.
He's a big man.
Very big man. Like, who? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that Chuck Norris checks underneath his bed for Tyrese.
No.
You don't think so? He's not that terrible. He's not that.
Nah,
that
I
doesn't
don't
do it
think
for
so.
you. No, doesn't do it. Well, that's
Chuck
upsetting.
Norris is not afraid. Period.
I think Chuck Norris is afraid.
Nope.
Afraid is Chuck Norris.
I still wish I bought that book. It was this animated novel of Chuck Norris versus Mr. T. And it actually was this, it was like a kid's book. And it was a detail fight. And both of them actually in real life got together to make this book. Because that was during the time there was a lot of Mr. T jokes and a lot of Chuck Norris jokes.
I didn't like Mr. T ones.
Mr. T is the shit.
There was a lot of Vin Diesel ones going around too. At that
Yeah,
point.
but Vin Diesel, and I read, where did I read this?
This was well before he had come out.
Did you know Vin Diesel has the most fans on Facebook than anyone else in the world?
Doesn't surprise me.
84 million likes. It's because someone shared a video from another
I'm
page,
not-
and it was like all of these like top 10 facts of Vin Diesel that you didn't know, like his real name, he has a twin brother that's a video editor. I had no idea he had a twin brother. Stupid show. He's a huge D&D player.
What?
Oh yeah, he's pretty much stupid over it. But that was the part that blew me away, is that his Facebook has 84 million likes. I'm like, it's Vin fucking Diesel. You know what fact they left out? The fact that he wears the same clothes in every goddamn movie. You think it's not the same
White
clothes as
beater.
Reddick? Oh no, you're wrong. That is a white wife beater and brown khakis. They just spray paint it black while he's on scene. Like, he doesn't change color. Like, me and Mark got this down to a science. We literally pulled up all the movies and looked at the covers like, same shit, same shit, same shit, same shit. He should be in The Walking Dead. He would never die. The walkers would die. They bite him. It's like the khakis kill the zombies. Like, why not? But I think Rick needs a bigger beard. If he gets a bigger beard, that means there'll be more violence, there'll be more murder.
We already talked about that.
He needs a bigger
We
beard.
know,
It's not big
bigger
enough. Like, your beard's big, but
It's getting there.
he's catching up with you rapidly. Yeah. I don't know if he's got like a Miracle Grow solution going on in there to try. Like, he's like, man, I need a beard to look up to.
He's
like,
using that Ron Popeil hairspray.
Well, no, he probably did. He's like, I need a beard for the season. Mountain Man. AJ Desjardins. That's a badass beard.
Wonder what he.
I like it. We're gonna work towards this one.
Wonder what
So
he
technically, your beard influenced his beard.
That's right.
Impressive. Too bad you would die. You probably died in a zombie apocalypse.
I wouldn't be the first one to die.
No, but as soon as the moment Dark Roast was gone, you just give up.
Yeah, if coffee ran out, I'd be screwed.
Not in G-Bay, though.
No, G-Bay's got
According
that-
to the last ship, as long as you get to Guantanamo Bay, you're safe.
They got Tim Hortons in their warehouses.
Yeah, Tim Hortons in a prison.
Interesting.
Did I mention there was a lot there? I was actually kind of impressed by that. But on that note, I'm just ending it. Anything you gotta say?
Nope, I'm good.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Thanks for listening to the Droids We're Looking For podcast. Stay tuned for next week's podcast.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.